out there.
All right, Mr. Cannell, I tabulated the scores. Mars was 294, Pan American had 284 overall.
Yes, sir.
And I see y'all are recommending Mara. I did read through the reviews. They were both pretty close. But as you alluded to, that Mara was branching out otherwise. Ms. Tucker, Mr. Johnson, any comments?
Yes, this is on the west side, which is include 28 West.
28 West, it would be Vandenberg,
Vandenberg.
it would be even the Highway 1 corridor and how we've got to make a decision at some point, but this plan is going to help us. Either we need to build a treatment plant on the west side, or we need to upgrade our lift stations and force mains to accommodate pumping that wastewater to the South Alexandria plant. We have capacity there, but I don't know what the most economical option is, and this study is going to help us resolve that issue, and then we need to have a path forward.
Okay. That's all much that.
Ms. Tucker? All right. I need a motion to accept this, Mara being awarded the contract or the program. Again, I tabulated, and it was 10 points, 294 to 284 overall, so it was.
Do we just motion to take it to a full council? That's the motion we need, right?
Yes.
I make a motion to take it to full council.
I second that.
All right, Mr. Cannell, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
this committee is concluded. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So we got-
And our next committee.
That's Chuck.
Thank you. Okay.
Then let's put over H2O.
Community Affairs, Service and Events Agenda, March 24, 2026. We have Mr. Chuck Fowler, Mr. Gary Johnson, and myself. One item, excuse me, to hear an update from the administration on Cheatham Park Pavilion.
We understand this was placed on the agenda, I think probably by some concerns about the status of some, I think, roll-up doors that are at the pavilion, and then also its availability for use. I understand Mr. Caffrey talked to the district councilwoman, Ms. Perry, who is also president of our council, and we would ask at this time, I'm prepared to go into it a little more, but I would ask and think the better thing to do would be for Michael and Ms. Perry and others to continue to meet about a policy decision we are trying to work through on the doors. This has been, unlike most open pavilions in the city, like at the Park on Masonic and others, it's bigger, but this one has had, for years, roll-up doors. So it has security doors that can come down and secure it. I'm not sure why the design was that way as compared to other places. Roll-up doors do provide security. They can protect assets if you have certain things inside. I don't really think that's the case here. I don't want to get ahead of anyone else because I would like to hear from the councilwoman about her needs and what she sees the need to be into the future. I think I know why they were there in the past. I hate to weigh in personally now without knowing all of the history. I tend to personally believe, again, subject to change once I hear more from those involved, that you don't need those doors. So my normal inclination would be to get rid of them. We spent a lot of time in staff this week on it, a lot, back and forth. I think that what I've asked Tanya to do is this summer, they would have to come off anyway because of the shape they're in, and that's what led to this whole thing, is they're in terrible shape. They partially lock. I think there were issues before about them being broken into. I think having the doors can be, ironically, an attraction to break in, if that makes sense to you. By having the doors, you sort of telegraph to the world a reason to try to break in, which is what you don't want. If it's open, you may have less issues. Moreover, I think it sends the wrong message. Why do we need doors here? There's nothing wrong with this area, this park, the people who want to use it, et cetera. So I think what I'd like to suggest is that we remove them for the summer, allow it to be accessed anyway. There's some work we want to do to make sure that everything's functioning. But I would defer to you, Madam President, if you have thoughts about the history of why that was there. I think they're sought after. I reviewed a calendar that Donna had kept in years past that I was asked to review, and I think that people tended to want to use that pavilion like sort of other things in the city where you might would mark out time to use it. Does that make sense? As opposed to it just being open. Obviously, that can lead to issues if someone tries to hold a park asset that's meant to be an open park. But I also want to respect the history, culture, and nature of how it was used, and I don't feel I'm in the proper place to do that without hearing from Ms. Perry on it. I know she's talked a little to Michael, and I think she wanted to reserve her own time to think through it. If I'm saying any of this wrong, tell me. So I'd like to defer this full report to a later meeting after that occurs. But we'll do whatever is the councilwoman's preference of the district. But there may be a legitimate reason. I'm not sure who chairs the committee.
No.
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, excuse me. I'm going to direct my comments to the chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure which it should be, but I think making sure that people can use it now and it's in the shape to be used is okay. We have the money, we can do that now. But there may be a legitimate reason why you would want the doors at this particular facility. Let me give you one, and then I'll answer any questions. During Peabody Homecoming, which is the star event of the season, so to speak, for that school, this is a major event. Peabody has a lot of different classes want to use the different areas, and there's never been a set way to do it. We've had this talk before. It's always sort of been an open, first come, first served. We have suggested that the city should not be any part, that should be a school determination, not us. But it happens that it's not on school property, it's on a city park property next to a school. We don't want to enter into that. But there could be where the school, in partnership with the city, said something like, well, for every 10, if you're on your 10-year or your 20-year, you get a certain asset out there. And that way it changes every year. We don't care. These are things we talk about openly in staff. We want to know what would be wanted. What we wouldn't want to have is people trying to go mark off the use of that during the game and someone else come and say, you can't mark that off. You don't have any right to it any more than me, and us have to figure that out. And so maybe that was part of what happened in the past. I know probably Charles Frederick Smith has the greatest knowledge of the history of that particular pavilion, but we're okay to whatever anyone wants to do. I tend to think open is what you do. You just get rid of the doors. But I don't know that. And there could be a legitimate reason that that's not correct. So I'll answer any questions the best I can.
Ms. Perry, would you like to address anything on that?
Actually, when it was mentioned about the doors coming off, I told Mr. Caffrey that I would think about it because it was, that was presented to me. And it's still something that I would think about because that facility those doors have been there for years. And if we were to replace them, we should replace them with aluminum because that is metal up there now, am I correct? And it rusts. So at this point, I just really hadn't considered what I would like, if I would like the doors off or on. But what I like to do is go to my neighborhood watch meetings and see what the constituents want, if they want the doors on, if they want the doors off. And then touch bases back with the administration
Yes, ma'am.
and bring it before the council.
We will act so accordingly.
Mayor, the doors in the Peabody Homecoming situation is a once-a-year situation. Always in the past, Ms. Emily or Ms. Donna, the office clerk, has been the ones who have rented it out to people to keep it continued, whereas if I rented that facility, I would not be denied right. If I'm having a large gathering, barbecue, whatever, I'm kind of going off on it, they had the rights to it. Now, the Peabody thing is a once-a-year big finale, but as Ms. Perry said, the security of the doors, to me, would be needed. I haven't been in it in a moment, but I do think that they need to be changed, they need to be corrected, the security of it, just like those doors, just like that bathroom that is adjacent to that. It kind of coincides. You have a key for the facility and a key for the bathroom. So if you want to go back and revisit it, the door situation, but we do need some type of structure to meet.
So, Mr.
Structure
Chairman,
there.
we don't rent it. My understanding would be it has never been rented. And certainly Don and Emily would not be
Well, they would
legally
get it.
able to take rent for a facility at all.
Is it rented or legal?
So I think the historical, there was a deposit, it was just a deposit to ensure the keys came back.
Back, you're right,
But
okay.
from an audit standpoint, the council can't take cash. It's not a big deal, it just can't happen in the future. No one ever complained they didn't get your cash back. The
Right,
point is, we have to make it work from an audit standpoint. No one can accept money for city property except through accounting, and that's the way it's done. Again, none of this is bad, it's just historically what was done. I think it was always treated as a facility to use that way because that was the historical use, and I think Ms. Perry should do that, and we're okay either way. We think that that's a valid use. Just remember, generally speaking, passive parks with structures like that are open, and they're open to the entire public, and they're not rented because you typically couldn't use it to the exclusion. If here that's desired, we just set a policy up and do it. That's all we're saying, and we'll act accordingly.
Madam President, you want us to look at this 2 weeks or a month? Anything you want to
I
do?
think she's going to need
Probably about
a month.
I'll have to go to the watch meetings.
Okay.
I realize that this is in District 3, and Councilman Perry and Mr. Green and Mr. Millard are the ones who cover that area. Well, why must there just be just one pavilion?
Well, this is one, I mean,
That's what we're saying, that's what we're saying.
I understand, but I'm just, I mean, that.
We would normally never do that.
What do you mean?
We would not treat one pavilion different than all
Well, I
the
mean,
others.
what I'm saying is, why must there just be just one out there? I mean, Cheatham Park is heavily used all fall, all
You mean
summer.
I think there are two
Well,
pavilions.
why must there just be just two? I mean, that park is.
Well, that's not,
I understand, I'm just making, I
Yeah.
know that may not be germane to just discussion, but I think that's something moving forward, can we do more out there? So, that's all.
the answer to that is yes, for sure.
okay, so we're going to the pavilion part of item 8. We're going to come back and look at it in a month, Ms. Perry?
Yes.
In the meantime, does anyone object to me having the doors taken off and opening it up?
I do.
You would like me to leave the doors on?
until,
but you want to make sure that there's some uses available.
Yes.
See, I think that was the issue. The doors are in the I'll figure it out.
They are in the bag.
I'll figure it out.
I understand.
I got what you're saying. I get what you're putting down.
Well,
I got it.
Mayor, let me ask, is it the maintenance department, recreation department that should have been maintaining the construction, the doors all along?
Well, the doors are maintained, the maintenance, and
If they're falling apart?
I think you're suggesting something was done wrong by the city. That's just false.
No, I didn't say.
What's happened
I wasn't
is
asking that.
people have destroyed it trying to get in it. And that's why we're having a struggle of this policy of, are we creating what we used to call in the law, Malcolm and Jonathan will remember, was called an attractive nuisance, or doesn't exist anymore, but are we creating what used to be called an attractive nuisance? And I would ask all of you, councilmen and women, if we just have more time with Ms. Perry to talk through the history and think through what she wants, and give her the chance to see all sides of it and make a value judgment after that.
I have a question. Is so the doors currently are not a safety hazard at this time?
Yes, because when you bend them and do things and they're not functional, they could be. But what happens is that's not an excuse to then just close it. I think that's the problem, is Ms. Perry has desired use, but not desired use if they're not functioning, but she's not sure yet if she wants doors or not. So what I'm saying is I can fix that. And that's what we're going to do right now.
Oh, you not? Well, I'll make a motion that we look at this, on, 1 month. We come back to the 1 month. Made a motion.
That's fine with me. Second.
Second.
Okay. We'll come back in 1 month to discuss the Cheatham Park pavilion. All right, thank you kindly. That ends this meeting. And we're running ahead, so whoever's next.
Here, Chuck, if you want some more.
Who is this?
You need one?
You're not the next?
No, I am, but I don't need
Oh, you don't need it.
it. Get one of these from you.
See, I see more, I see all this stuff. Get that camera.
I'd like to welcome everybody to today's utility committee meeting. We have one item on the agenda. To be heard by myself, Jules Green, and Michael Roberdane, members of the committee. Number one is to consider final adoption of an ordinance revising section 2611 of the City of Alexandria Municipal Codes with respect to the determination of utility services during extreme weather conditions. It's item 25 in our books. This ordinance was put on, I think, Mr. Green, which is certainly something that all of us want to be sure that we're giving as much as we possibly can within the law to help people when we have extreme temperatures. In spite of that, we certainly don't want to put anything in the law as an ordinance that is something you can't have a little wiggle room around. The policy that we have is working, can be made better. At this point, the mayor and his staff have sent us a suggested ordinance to add to this or rewrite. And I'd like to recognize him, let him speak on this if he wishes.
Mr. Goins and I might both talk on it. We have given you what I would call, and I guess this is subject to a little bit from Mr. Gist on whether you can do a substitute ordinance. It's clear reading what Mr. Green asked for, that there's a desire to codify or at least make subject to law an inclement weather policy. In January, for example, we sent our policy, which has been in effect since about 2014, and our policy already codifies the exact language from the during an extreme heat defined by the issuance of an NWS heat advisory, residential disconnections shall be suspended. During extreme cold, we add a bunch of cold stuff that they don't always have, but ours is heat and cold. And so what I would say is that the ordinance that Mr. Green has before the body tonight will take away liberality that our current written policy offers. Let me say that again very clearly. The ordinance offered tonight ratchets back the liberality that our current written, published, and adopted policy has. So I'm going to start there. And it's an easy reason why, because everything in the ordinance Mr. Green proposes is already our written policy, plus we do, and I sent it to you guys in January and texted during those events, texted the members to let them know that we couldn't have cutoffs during those events, even when it's cold, not just because of an NWS cold winter report, but because beyond just the 32-degree 24-hour version, we do one where if we see cold events coming, tailing each other, we don't cut off in between. We consider that one event, and it gives me the liberality to stretch it. So by adopting the ordinance we propose, everything Mr. Green wants, I want y'all to picture a one-way ratchet, a wrench. Everything he wants, you can't do less than, but we still increase the liberality we already, in writing, have had as an administrative policy for years. In addition to that, to make sure that no other mayor, no one else in the future or else time could affect any of this negatively, if you look at the proposed ordinance, it also spells out the Article 7 basis, which was missing. It also spells out that the administration, if it makes any modification to the written policies as described, to add liberality is always allowed. So if we want to give more liberality, it can always be allowed, but you have to be notified, and then the council can decide if they like that additional liberality or not, but they have to be notified. But we can never give less without the council approval.
What do you mean liberality? Can you explain?
Liberality would be giving the administration the ability to not cut off due to extenuating or emergent circumstances. So by liberality, I mean always erring on the side of the citizen not being cut off, not being cut off. So the ordinance you're looking at tonight takes away what we already have as written policy. So it's worse for the citizen that I think you're trying to help. It's not perplexing at all. It's just that simple. If you read his ordinance in this ordinance, it has everything that's in his is already included, lesser and included in it, plus more liberality for the citizen.
So, but this is a proposed change, though.
It's a better ordinance.
Okay. The one that's currently in place or the one you're proposing?
So currently in place is administrative written policy that we've adopted as the official policy written in the policies and procedures of the city that they must follow at customer
All right,
service.
but that's not, just to make sure we gotta understand this, that's a policy and procedure, not an ordinance.
And so what I've done here is made an ordinance adopt that written policy, which is more liberal than the one he's proposing, into an ordinance, so you have it, and put a steel trap on it that it can never be changed by a future mayor without coming back to the council. It's a win-win.
So Mayor, you're saying now, the policy that you sent out by way of January the 27th, which is a policy, you now, and I just got your ordinance, so
Yes, sir.
that's pretty quick to read this and can see what's going on.
Well, we were trying, in fairness, for a while now, to get
Excuse me?
trying to get in touch with you to go over it. It's got to be a two-way street, guys. This is a
Well,
win-win for everybody.
I got a call this afternoon, so That's not timely. But anyway, so the policy that 2 years ago, y'all said was in place has now constituted you writing this down.
No.
Because, let me say what I'm saying.
Okay.
The policy can be or may be followed. All I asked was to have this codified, as you said, in the records in 2611. So you're now telling me, since I wrote this, got this ordinance done, your policy now will be better than the.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
It would be add on to what I gave. So, did you send this?
That's not what I said.
Did you send this out to us today?
No, I think I just passed it out just now. Let me say what I sent it out. I sent it to you January 27th of 2026. That's January 27, so that's months ago. We also have published the policies for the electric policy are published now. You can see them anytime online and elsewhere that also have the written directive that the city must follow that is more liberal than this. What I did today was not trying to fight at all, not trying to argue at all. I'm simply saying that I believe you in good faith want to put in an ordinance so it's not merely a policy but a law, what you desire. And I'm not meeting you halfway. I'm saying we're doing that, what you want, but don't do it your way, because whoever wrote that is giving less liberality than the current written policy. So if we want to make the current written policy not merely a policy but a law, which an ordinance does, then just adopt our policy, which we've done, and I wrote a ratchet in it that says it can never be less, which is even more protection than yours. You're getting what you want, plus. And it's not what you want, we were already doing it. It's what we want too. That's been our policy since 2014.
What I was getting at was, it was a policy. It was a policy that was not part of the ordinance.
But a policy can't be,
Policies can be what?
I was going to say, that if you violate a policy, you can get in a lot of trouble for violating a policy if it's in writing. By making it an ordinance, it's more serious, and then so this is what the ordinance does. The ordinance makes it where no future mayor could change the policy and not tell you. The ordinance makes it
I
clear.
think the rub is, Mayor, is the distinction between policy and an ordinance.
I got it. This does what he wants.
And a policy, for those listening, that's, I guess, an internal agreement that internal method that the city uses to run the utility system?
So I would say it's a little more than that.
Okay.
The city adopted the AUS ordinances. There were 3 in tandem several years back.
But let's just stick to policy that
Right,
folks
and
listening.
in those, it sets forth in that ordinance that the policies for those things, they're part of an ordinance. So as a lawyer, you can make the argument that policies made pursuant to that ordinance govern the city. So it's not internal, it does govern the city.
Okay.
The question would be whether somebody who was in the future said, oh, I want to change it and I want to make it stricter or do something that didn't tell you could get away with it. We don't presume that people are going to do that, but to the extent that would be a worry, this makes that not possible.
Okay, so.
And it's a more liberal.
So in essence, this ordinance that you have before us.
Yes, sir.
Takes current city policy.
Which is more liberal than what he proposes.
Okay, takes the policy, converts it into an ordinance.
Yes, sir.
And also gives more flexibility.
That's why I use liberality.
Okay.
It doesn't give any flexibility to harm the city. It's a one-way ratchet, so no back flexibility, only flexibility that could be a liberality, something that helps the citizen.
Okay, so in essence, and you're saying that it's crafted in a manner that benefits the utilities of our citizens not being turned off.
Correct, without doubt, categorically, and I would submit it to the city attorney and Mr. Gist to confirm that.
Okay. All right.
So Trey, when you say that part, people who think, I don't know, that there's a conspiracy behind every tree made, what do you not think, what does that part mean? Did you just use that as a figure of speech, or there's something you want to correct?
The original ordinance is introduced, because y'all are discussing a potential substitution ordinance. The original ordinance y'all have before you, Mr. Green's ordinance, creates a rigid ordinance placed into your code of ordinances, the enforcement of which can be considered a misdemeanor crime.
Okay, so,
So that's not inconsistent with what I'm saying.
So-
That's
That's-
not inconsistent.
so let's unpack the
But you're-
rigidness.
Just let him finish, please.
The inadvertent city utility worker who is sent out in good faith at 8 o'clock in the morning, because these things are generated a day or two before. If he doesn't get to the cutoff till 11, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, your National Weather Service issues something, it creates a crime to cut off the electricity. And I don't think Mr. Green intends to punish a city worker who's told to go do his job, but that's a risk y'all are running, and it creates the ability of someone to ask that the person be charged with a crime. Is that,
And that crime
would be the misdemeanor violation, because
that
the
would be,
National Weather Service at 10 o'clock said it's hot, it's a hot day, or it's a cold day.
that would arguably be enforced in our city court.
And here's your man told at 8 o'clock in the morning, these are our cutoff lists for today. Because nobody knows at 8 in the morning that the National Weather Service in Lake Charles at 10 o'clock is going to issue this alert. Now, all this is hypothetical, Mr.
I
Walden,
understand
Mr.
that.
Green, but there is a risk created. It also creates a very rigid, nobody can change it policy, to the extent that even the city can't treat the residents with more liberality or
That's,
to a benefit. And that's what the mayor's substitute motion, the administration's substitute motion, it's intended essentially to establish an ordinance a policy by the effect of an ordinance, but as a substitute to the original ordinance proposed by Mr. Gray.
Okay, so
I think we're in violent agreement.
I'm sorry.
That's what I thought I was saying, but
I think we all agree on everything, nobody recognizes.
So the ordinance that I introduced and the ordinance that you have now, I received today, the email I received on the 27th, will combine to make it overall more so inviting for the citizens, as well as something is in writing, because I know
Yes.
2 years ago, y'all said we had a policy. I looked, I never found the policy until, I don't know where it was, I wasn't here 2 years ago. We can work with this. We had to bring something forward for the citizens to be satisfied. I not only represent I represent the entire city, not one particular district. So I'm getting it from all across the city. So that's why I wanted something in writing, whereas these people, these utility people who pay their utilities can be satisfied with what's occurring around them, for them. We're not looking to give any utilities away, because that's against the law. You owe a bill, you need to pay your bill. But the fact of the matter is, in certain situations, and I think the Weather Channel Lake Charles Bureau kind of comes out a little earlier than 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, but I may be, I try to watch the Weather Channel and keep up with it. But long as we have something in concrete, in writing, besides a policy that's been said we have, no one could find it. Because I remember Ms. Lizzie one time said, we have a policy, and she never could find it or produce it. So now, with what you're presenting today, if the other council persons on the committee are satisfied with that,
I'm satisfied with it. I think
we have something in writing.
what you intended to do is being done, and plus some, that benefits the city as per the mayor.
And that'll work with me, as long as we brought it
Well,
forward.
I think what we got here is
Mr. Green, if you're willing to accept the substitute.
Mr. Gill, stop.
If you're willing to accept
Mr. Gibbs, you go ahead and start the rest of the meeting.
Wait, Trey's a little, all right.
procedurally, if Mr. Green, it's Mr. Green's motion. If Mr. Green is willing to accept the motion, that is something he has the right to do. I'm just pointing that out. Mr. Fowler, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs.
Mr. Chair.
I think that, we're talking about semantics right here, and everybody's trying to achieve exactly the same thing. To sum it up in lay terms, I think what we have, this policy, which has been incorporated in this, allows us a little bit of legal wiggle room, which we're taking away in the ordinance by strictly formalizing it. I don't have any problem with it. I think it's a good idea. We can certainly pass it or suggest it to the rest of the council. If y'all want to delay it 2 weeks, I don't think we have any horrible weather conditions that are coming up. We can do that too. So, what's your pleasure?
I'm cool with it, brother. It's your call.
I will accept this, totally reread it, and make the motion to accept it. Again, the policy, the ordinance I brought forward, you guys have now have acted on it, because we kept saying we had a policy. I could never find the policy. I have 2611 with me from the code book, and that was not included. I couldn't find that policy that everyone kept saying we have a policy. So something's in writing. The citizens of Virginia have something in writing that they can look at and know where we're going. Besides, he say, we say, because people have selective amnesia. They may have, they can't recall. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
I'll
Can
make the motion to accept it.
I
We
second
have
it.
a motion to amend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all organize it.
Can I make sure that's on the record so it gets done right? Wait, let me just, Trey, you need to follow me with this. So what I'm hearing is a motion from Mr. Green to move to substitute for the ordinance that was published, the ordinance that reads, an ordinance setting forth policy as the rate-making authority establishing and adopting administrative guidelines during extreme weather. Adopting the administrative inclement weather policies as published to the rate-making authority and other matters with respect thereto. We have represented that this ordinance, we have represented faithfully, this ordinance achieves all goals of the original ordinance as published and on the agenda tonight, and adds liberality, only going one way on the ratchet. We will submit that that policy did exist in writing, but that this puts it in law, which makes it clear and is published to the world as an ordinance of the council. My question to Trey as a matter of parliamentary procedure is, you had a title that had a code portion, which I was getting to, Trey, before you came in earlier. Would you agree that because both object and subject of this ordinance are the same, i.e., inclement weather and emergency weather policies, as well as what it seeks to do, would allow the motion to substitute the ordinance itself without having to go through and amend Mr. Green's ordinance? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, with that, you have a motion and a second, and I'll let you guys carry on as you need to.
Are there any objections?
No
We
objections.
recommend this to full council.
All right.
Any other business? There being none, we're adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Lawberdane.
Good job, Brother Green.
March 24th, 2026. Alexandria City Council meeting and council committee meetings are broadcast live and may be viewed live by the public on Optum Cable Channel 4. A rebroadcast may be viewed on Optum Cable Channel 4 and the City of Alexandria website. We'll have the invocation by Councilwoman Felter and the pledge by Councilman Lawberdane. Yeah. Can I have one? Oh, have.
Join me in prayer. First, I'd like to start with a moment of silence for Mr. Hilton. Father, thank you so much for this city, for the people that make it up, for all the vibrancy and creativity that you've woven into our community. Thank you that we can celebrate the wins, we could walk together through the losses, and that all makes us stronger and moves us forward as long as we're looking at you and following you, God. Guide our conversation, guide our decisions, help us to do the best for our city, to follow you, to listen to you, to be gracious to each other. We thank you so much for your goodness and all that you do.
Thank you, Lord.
To bless us. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please face the flag. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Johnson?
Here.
Ms. Felter? Here. Mr. Green?
Present.
Mr. Fowler? Mr. Velar?
Here.
Mr. Lawberdane?
Here.
Ms. Perry?
Here.
Madam President, you have a forum.
Okay, we have the approval of the minutes taken from our regular meeting held on March 10th. I need a motion.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lawberdane, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments. If you have any public comments, it's pertaining to the section of the written minutes would you like to make a comment on. If it is not in the written minutes, there will not be any discussions or comments. If you have any questions pertaining to any item on the agenda, contact administration before or after the meeting. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, at this time, it's my big time, for my big school. So I would like to make a presentation to the Peabody War Horses and to Coach Smith, my cousin, and all the coaches in the team that brought home the state wins to Peabody Magnet and back into the city of Alexandria.
President.
Yeah, it's over there.
Come.
Coach, you should be used to that stand by now. You should be.
Congratulations to the Peabody Magnet High basketball team. Coach Smith, I want to take a moment to say thank you for being an outstanding coach and mentor, and that includes me, because I watch what you do. And when I got elected, who was the first person I called? I called him. Your guidance has been instrumental in growth, not just as a coach, but as a person. The life lessons you have imparted, the values of hard work, resilience, and being a team player will stay long after your career is over. Your passionate enthusiasm and knack for keeping things fun completely renew the joy for the basketball game. You made your team excited to get out there every day, and you brought out the best in the players this season, like all other seasons. You just want to say thank you for all the hard work and dedication you have put into this team. I know it's not easy to juggle everything and always keep practice fresh, fun, challenging. Y'all know I'm adding that in on it.
But you always knock it out the park. Your flexibility and understanding around challenging circumstance means so much to the team to have your full support as you navigate every situation that you come involved in. The team feels very lucky, or should feel very lucky, to be a part of a team with a coach who cares about them as a whole. It makes a huge difference for your team when they have a coach that cares so much about them. You knew how to push the team out of their comfort zone and challenge them to reach their potential. You believed in the team before they fully believed in themselves. The team would carry the confidence and mental toughness you have helped the team build for the rest of their lives. Thank you, Coach Smith, for all the extras you have done that does not go unnoticed. We know how much you pour into this team and all your other teams, so thank you, truly, from your tireless dedication and all the sacrifices you make at Peabody Magnet High School. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
To the mayor, distinguished council members, I am indeed glad to be here today to represent these young men. They put in the time, the work, and the effort to reach the highest heights. As a coach, all I try to do is just keep them on the road, just make sure they don't get off the path. But they are good kids, they listen. Not only basketball players, they're good students and they're good people. And that's has been the motto of my teams ever since I've been coaching. But I would like to say this, I'm proud to stand here today and not to see basketball players, but 4 of my former students. Just nod your head. I see 4 of my former students sitting here today, and that makes me extremely proud. But what we try to do and what we try to do at Peabody High School is try to produce a product that the city can be proud of. Not only the city, their family, their communities, and above all, our school. So we want to thank you all for recognizing us for the hard work, the time, and the dedication that we have put in. Again, I want to thank you. At this time, I want to recognize my coaches, the best coaching staff anyone could ever listen. Would you guys please stand for me? And y'all stay standing, and along with one of, he's not really a coach, he's a parent, but he's actually my right-hand man, Mr. Glasper, would you please stand? And now I would like for my team, would you all please stand? These young men beat all odds. This year, this was the youngest team I've ever taken down to the Final Four. I had 2 freshmen. 2 of them were starting at the beginning of the year, but as a coach, I had to make some adjustments to make sure that we could win a state championship. And he was willing to do that, this young man right here. He started the season off as a starter. I told him that I saw some things that we needed to adjust, and he agreed wholeheartedly with that, and he was very instrumental in us winning the state championship. So what I would like for them to do at this time, would you introduce yourself and tell what grade you're in?
My name is Elijah Glasper, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
My name is Kate Morris, I'm a sophomore. Blake Anderson, sophomore.
My name is, I'm the manager of the senior.
My name is Devontae Sewell, I'm a senior.
Malachi Anderson, I'm a senior. Kiara Woodson, I'm a junior. Taylor Lynn, I'm a junior. Braden Durant, I'm a sophomore. Ja'Carrius Holder, I'm a freshman.
And one of our guys, the point guard, Corey Blake, is not here today. He's in Dallas, Texas, working on some type of paperwork. I have no idea, but this is our team for this year.
Sounds like
Again,
a repeat, man.
Also, I'd like to add this, and I'm done. 2 of the young men that you see here today,
their uncle was a member of one of my state championship teams. His brother was a member of 2 state championship teams that I had here. That's Malachi Anderson, brother won 2 state championships for me. And then we have Trey Sword, his uncle won a state championship for me. So it's continuing. They're coming back and they're giving back. And that's the important thing. And I want to say this, my final words. These young men, as they achieve success this year, the success of this team is what they're going to bring back to those that's coming behind them. And if they can come back and bring back and give back, like the guys that are in there every day, working with them to help them get to a higher level, then I've accomplished my goal. Thank you very much.
And also, we will have a parade Saturday in honor of these champions. It will start at Peabody, and it will start at 10 o'clock. And we asking anybody that want to participate in this parade and celebrate with our team, you're more than welcome. All you have to do is meet at Peabody Saturday morning between 9:30 and 10 o'clock.
I want to add something, Coach. You and I became really good friends the last 3.5 years. I will never forget when you invited me to the Hall of Fame down in Massachusetts. We had an excellent time, you and I, and time of my life with Magic and all those guys. But you and I talk probably twice a month, and we never talk about basketball. You talk about those kids staying on the right track.
That's right.
I come see you sometime. You come out to class. In basketball, when we first started talking, you told me the history of the basketball. I read the history, but I knew about you because I played against you in 1978. But you always talk about leadership. Talk about these kids staying on the right track. If you guys stay on the right track, that's the guy right there. What you guys accomplished gonna go with you the rest of your life. You can always remember what you did in 2026, won a state championship. Coach, you're a mentor, and we got some more stuff you and I are working on right now. And it's gonna come to pass sooner or later.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
There's a guy in Dallas, he a senior?
Freshman.
Freshman.
There's a freshman? Wow. Well, you got 2 seniors and 3 seniors. You got your manager. That's probably the most important person on the team.
He was important.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he does shot. Yeah,
I'll take it easy. I'll be right back. I'm going to go talk.
Okay.
Consent calendar. Number 1, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for operating supplies for the wastewater department. Number 2, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for cast ductile iron and related accessories. Number 3, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for operating supplies for the gas department. Number 4, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for construction and maintenance material. We did not receive any bids today, so we need to re-advertise, and I need a motion and a second to re-advertise.
Second.
That's on number 4?
Number 4.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 5, introduction of an ordinance adopting the operating budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027 to make appropriation for the ordinary expenses for all city division, department, offices, and agency, pension, and otherwise providing with respect to the expenditure of appropriations, authorizing contracts and ensuring agreement for employees' benefit, including health, life, and other optional coverages, authorizing contract for the ordinary expenses and other insurance, including general liability and workers' compensation, adopting the capital budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027, appropriating funds for the capital budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027, and providing for capital expenses and other matters with respect to appropriations and the expenditure of the funds pertaining thereto. Number 6, introduction of an ordinance to adopt and levy millage rates for the city of Alexandria for 2026. Number 7, introduction of an ordinance rescinding ordinance number 178, 2024, that authorized the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement between the City of Alexandria and the Greater Alexandria Economic Development Authority, GATA, District for the purpose of cooperative economic development, general services, related agreements and addendum, and otherwise providing with respect thereto. Number 8, introduction of an ordinance to redesign and reconstruction Cheatham Park to include a new baseball field with locker rooms, weight rooms, dugout, batting cage, along with a parking lot that includes a tailgate and lot for recreation vehicles. Number 9, introduction of an ordinance to create with the Rapides Parish Board a program to address juvenile crimes that includes but is not limited to building a community and fitness center on school board property adjacent to Alexandria Miller Magnet School and Huddle Elementary School. This item is requested to be removed from the agenda. Number 10, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a corporate agreement between the City of Alexandria and the Louisiana Department of Treasury and the State of Louisiana. Number 11, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Bonnet Auction Company, LLC, for professional auctioneering services.
Need a motion, please? Second?
Second?
Motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilwoman Felter. Any items to committee?
Let's take 7 too.
Okay. And also, the council received the mayor's proposal on 2026 to 2027, operating in the capital budget. It is available for the public inspection at the city council, city clerk's office. And also, the financial committee will be held on Wednesday, April 1st, and Thursday, April 2nd, at 9 o'clock to review the mayor's proposed budget.
We also placed it online, Madam President.
Okay.
What were those dates again?
April 1st and April 2nd.
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
April 1st and April 2nd.
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Correct. Anything to committee?
Let's put item in, can we put matters on the agenda, or am I moving too fast?
No, sir. Excuse
I
me.
want to put number 7 into legal committee.
Okay, that'll be fine.
All right.
Any other items to committee? Okay, H, resolutions. Number 12, a resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for gas meters in Itron Ertz.
Motion, please.
Move.
A second.
Second?
Motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments. Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President. Again, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street. My address 71302, and my phone number is area code 318-446-6934.
Mr.
Madam President, on this, I just want to make sure, these are not these smart meters they keep talking about, right?
They are.
They are smart meters?
They're-
I just want to make sure.
I don't know.
Because the people need to know, because I'm against these smart meters on the house. I'd rather have a woman or man come by and check these meters instead of relying on these smart meters and everything. So
That's your
I just want to
comment.
make sure the people know what they're getting. And I don't think these people want these smart meters on their house for the gas, electric, or anything like that.
Thank you.
I
Which-
gotta add something. Mr. White, and this, no disrespect to you. You come up and you say the people. I mean.
Yes, sir.
but
I mean,
they're
you
not
have
coming-
people that
but they're not
they
com-
don't
hold
come
on,
here
hold on,
because they're
hold on.
scared,
No.
Mr. Johnson.
They're
So I
not
try to speak up for them.
I understand that, but they're not talking to their representative.
They're afraid. Yes,
Okay,
they're
all right.
afraid of you.
Okay. Wow. All righty,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Just for the record, some people call smart a lot of different things. They're Itron Ertz, which means they're able to be mobilely read. So
Right.
to the extent that's smart, then they're smart meters.
Okay.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 13, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for janitorial chemicals.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Valord, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 14, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for herbicide.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 15, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for chlorination equipment.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 16, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for annual works uniform for various departments.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Mr. White.
Thank you, Madam President.
And Mr. White,
Appreciate you.
you have already established your name and
I always want
address.
to do that, Madam President, because I want people to know who I am and
They know.
they can contact me and all like that. So I have a right to say that, so I'm going to
Yes,
say
sir.
it.
Okay.
My name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip is 71302, and my phone number is area code 318-446-6934. Now, on this, I hope y'all will go with locals like Kaplan's and all like that for clothes and all like that for the various departments. So that's all I want to say. Just shop local, keep local, spend local.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 17, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for graded mixed concrete.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 18, resolution to co-sponsor the YWCA Girls on the Run Central Louisiana Spring 2026 5K race in April 2026.
A motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Any opposed? All in favor? Motion carried.
Number 19, resolution setting a public hearing to be held on May 5th, 2026, taking action on the cost of demolition of 25 residential structures and other costs.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 20, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for the sewer replacement on Mary Street, Phase 2.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 21, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for the Adams Pump Station line renovation.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 22, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for the Alexandria Zoological Park digital pylon sign refurbishment.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 23, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for electric utility right-of-way emergency services.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 24, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for the Alexandria Zoological Park Jaguar exhibit netting.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
I, ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 25, to consider final adoption of an ordinance revising section 26-11 of the City of Alexandria Municipal Codes with respect to the termination of utility services during extreme weather conditions.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Okay, hold on. Don't we need, yeah, okay, I second it.
We had a recommendation of a substitute ordinance on this, and if Mr. Gist would give us the correct wording, put it on the record.
That's what's been handed to us.
Okay, yes.
Substitute motion by Mr. Fowler to the original proposal by Mr. Green. The substitute motion by title would be an ordinance setting forth policy as the rate-making authority, establishing, adopting administrative guidelines during extreme weather, adopting the administrative inclement weather policies as published to the rate-making authority and other matters with respect thereto. I believe each of y'all have a full copy of the entire document in front of you.
Second?
Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? The motion carries.
So,
Who made
yeah,
Did I do it?
Now we got to vote on it.
That was on the original motion. Then you came back to get a second substitute motion. So we need a motion on the substitute motion. We need a motion.
A motion on the substitution? Motion to adopt the substitution.
Right.
Second.
Okay, motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilman Lawberdane. Any public comments?
yes. You go, yeah, you go first. What's your name? I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Shamar?
Shamir.
Shamir, my name is Shamir. I'm a resident of District 4. Speaking on item 25, so before Mayor Roy gave y'all the ordinance, I didn't have it to go over to see if it was good enough for the citizens and ratepayers, so I'll just go ahead and say what I was going to say. Under Section 2611 of the Home Rule Charter, currently we do not have an ordinance that supports ratepayers in the event of utility disconnects during extreme cold or hot temps. Extreme cold temps are defined as below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, with extreme heat being between 90 and 105. This item was discussed and voted on July of 2023, and the votes are as follows. Yes, the yeses were Ms. Perry, Mr. Washington. The noes were Mr. Vallard, Ms. Felter, Mr. Rubin. Abstained, Mr. Johnson. If we can get this passed, how will this help the citizens and ratepayers? This will help us be better aligned with the Louisiana Public Works Commission. If there is a policy that exists on the state level that protects citizens during extreme cold and hot weather, we should apply it where it is needed because we need all the help that we can get. So to end this, I will say, let's not forget the empathy part of being a elected official. Because we did vote everyone in to do a job for us, but there are a lot of people who are actually suffering from this. I'm in District 4, I'm suffering from this. So I ask that y'all do not vote this down this time, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Bell?
As Ms. Finley stated, Ms. Perry in 2023 proposed a city ordinance for weather-related shutoffs, and it was voted down by the council. Ms. Finley gave the name of those council members that voted it down and the one that abstained from it. And I'm just piggybacking on what she said. We need to be aware of this. Some people don't have the means to pay their utility bill. Where is the empathy? So this proposal that was presented by Ms. Perry, it was voted down. I'm a constituent of District 2. Sometimes I hate to say that. Also a tax-paying citizen and a ratepayer. And I'm asking that you take into consideration when the Louisiana Public Service Commission issued something prohibiting electricity to be cut off not to be cut off in extreme cold weather and heat. Because Mr. Blackburn died in cold weather. I sent out an email to council members. Thank you for the ones that responded and the ones that didn't. Election time is coming up.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Mr. White?
Oh, thank you, Madam President. Again, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip is 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. And I've had my power cut off too. Now, we had that restore, and we're having this now. I am like the other two young ladies here. I know a friend of mine, he pretty much burned up in his house, but he didn't have no help, and nobody wanted to help him. Across the street there's a building that didn't pay their utilities for 2 years. And I suppose there's some other companies and stuff that don't get cut off, and they hadn't paid their utilities. So, but the ratepayer, they've got to pay their utilities. They're 1 cent off, they get cut off. And that happened not too long ago. And, you know, you say people talk to you, Gary, but they're talking to me. I mean, they're afraid to talk to y'all. Because they say, well, when I talk to my councilman, they don't do nothing. They don't say nothing at the council meeting and stuff. And like I said, you had an attorney, Davenport, his power was cut off. He got him on camera cutting off his power. You know, and this vindictiveness and stuff, like I said, when Urban Cash came by my house, you could see utility trucks just surrounding the house, just seeing what's going on here. Then we had this thing where we got double billed last month. Now, the mayor fixed that. And see, if we get AI in there, it's really going to get messed up. But what y'all ought to do, you say you look at the Weather Channel and stuff, have those people that cut off the stuff, have them make sure that the Weather Channel says it's extreme heat or extreme cold, then you don't have to worry about sending them out. Don't send them out at 8 o'clock in the morning. Wait till noon or something like that to send those people out to cut off the power. But like I said, I had a friend of mine, he burned up in his house last year because his power was cut off. He just didn't have no help. Nobody wanted to help him. Y'all need to try to get CCAC down here so people can know they can go to them people for help. You know? Have them come to the city council meeting so they can see it on Channel 4. But I wish Urban Cast was here. I wish KLB was here. But, you know, them suckers, they just show up when they want to, I guess. But like I said, Mayor, I don't know who told them to cut my power off, but somebody must have told them to cut my power off.
Utilities are done in a blind situation. There's no individuals that do that. Just members, you're given so much false information. There were so many false claims made, and that's what adds to the problem. You are already passing this ordinance. The proof is in the pudding. These comments are being made on top of you already doing something that's already in writing. Of course you are. And you did.
Mr. Scott, Gregory Scott.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Gregory Scott. I currently live in District 2, and today I stand as a concerned citizen. I originally wrote something down, but I just want to speak from experience. I myself have a mother who is disabled and had her utilities cut off in thunderstorms, freezing cold weather. So we're not just coming up with conspiracies, we're speaking from experience. And the thing is, leadership is easy when the problems don't affect you. The real test is whether you're willing to act when the people suffering are the very citizens who put you in these seats. So I hope that something will be put in writing, as Mr. Green said, that would reassure us that the people that we elected really care about not just districts 4 and 5, but districts 1, 2, and 3 as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I need to say something. So, Jules, I want to thank you for bringing this up, Mayor, and y'all got together and made a better bill. If you go back and check back 3.5 years ago, I was saying the same thing that we got together and did. I lived in the Supreme Court. I lived in Alaska for 3 years. I lived in Fort Hood to get hot in Alexandria. It just didn't start getting hot in Alexandria last year before last. And what I was trying, I know I stutter when I talk, but what I was trying to say 3.5 years ago, what they do in Chicago, which is way colder than Alexandria, they don't go by day. They go by the season. They don't wait for a report from Lake Charles. That's what I was trying to say. It's a better way to do it. You don't want to have one thing and then somebody get in trouble. It's the exact same thing that was brought up today. I was trying to say that 3.5 years ago because I was new on council. So I called Chicago. I used to live in Chicago. I still got a friend living in Alaska and stuff. I said, how do y'all do it? Because I live there. They don't wait for weather. They say from this month to this month, nobody get cut off. That's what I was trying to say 3.5 years ago. So we got to, I think, because Mr. Green came up and the mayor, and they compromised, and we came up with something that is, I think, a better bill. And this about, I'll say it for you guys. And come November, if you guys want to get me out, whatever, I'm going to do the best I can. That's all I can do, the best that I can. That's all anyone can do. Thank you.
You can't, I'm sorry.
You can't come back.
You can't.
But thank you anyway for coming.
I'm just going to say the same thing that Councilman Johnson said. Our main concerns were, like you said, senior citizens, or anybody for that matter, to not have their utilities cut off in any event that the weather was hot or if the weather was cold. We just didn't want that to happen. So I'm like Gary, the mayor, and Councilman Green came up and worked together. And that's what we are here for, not to work against one another, but work together. And tonight, you saw what council members work with the administration to make a better ordinance or a better policy that will assure the citizens that during whatever reason or whatever season it's in, then their utilities will not be touched. And I thank you, Councilman Green. I thank you, Mayor, for working together.
Work together.
Thank you.
I'm going to vote to support this ordinance. I think this is the best one we've received, and I think it's the best for the citizens. And I appreciate the collaboration there.
You want
Roll call? I'm good, brother. We're going to do roll call on this, right?
Yeah.
Roll call.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Lawberdane?
Yes.
Ms. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Felter?
Yes.
Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
Absolutely.
Unanimous. Motion carries. Number 26, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the proposal received from Clean Harbor Environmental Solutions, Inc. for household hazard waste services.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Green. Public comments. Mr. White,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
you're welcome.
Appreciate you. Again, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana, zip 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. Now, years ago, I don't know if y'all knew about this, Clean Harbors in Colfax, they burn, they have an open burn pit. So if we're sending that stuff to Clean Harbors, I don't, like I said, I would disagree with sending it to Clean Harbors. Find somewhere where they have a closed burn pit or something like that, because even the residents of Colfax and Grant Parish were complaining, and they were, many cancer incidents and stuff like that with Clean Harbors and stuff. You can check all that stuff out. But like I said, I don't know if they've done anything. Like I said, this was years ago. I went to all the public meetings down there in Colfax about Clean Harbors, and I don't know if y'all are aware of the situation, but that open burning, I don't know why they allow that open burning down there. So I just wanted the citizens to be made aware of it, and y'all to be made aware of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 27, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the retirement of one police K-9 Mac Dog and authorize this dog as surplus property to be donated to Sergeant Darrell Luno and other matters respect thereto.
Second.
I ain't asked y'all for a motion or a second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Is the officer here? Or?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Comments, public
Public
comments.
comments? Public comments?
Mr. White?
Yeah, thank you there, Madam President.
You welcome.
Look, Lizzie, I want to thank you for honoring Sheriff Hilton. He was a real good friend of mine, and I support like the K-9 Corps and all like that. As a military police officer, our K-9s were our best friends and everything. So God bless you, and thank you for what you do for the K-9 Corps for APD.
Thank you, Mr. White. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 28, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a corporate endeavor agreement with Christus Cabrini Foundation to co-sponsor the 2026 Walmart CMN Golf Tournament scheduled for May 2026 at Links on the Bayou benefiting Children's Miracle Network.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second?
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments. Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.
Again, my name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip is 71302, and my phone number is area code 318-446-6934. I was born at Cabrini Hospital 65 years ago. I support this, and Children's Miracle Network has really helped out a lot of kids and stuff, and I really enjoy that gumbo they have on Texas Avenue at Sinlaw Broadcasting. So I support the Children's Miracle Network, and I'm glad y'all are working with them. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
J, resolution public hearing, community development. Number 29, to hold a public hearing to consider condemnation of 26 structures.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second?
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments. Mr. White?
No.
No, this,
Man, you should have took advantage of that.
They ain't condemning my house yet.
We're gonna vote? We're gonna vote to open up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to, motion and second to open the,
Wait, we
public
vote?
hearing.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Johnson to open up.
Chad Reed with Community Development.
All in favor?
Public comment, public. Did you, what did you? I didn't
Public
hear.
comments.
Okay.
Discussion.
No, okay. You had, did you get a motion and second?
Yes.
Okay.
By Councilman Ballard. And,
Okay.
Council
Okay,
Johnson.
The, public hearing is open.
Chad Reed with Community Development. 205 14th Street, we are asking for condemnation.
Move.
Is there anyone here from this address? No? Okay. Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1505 Second Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord.
Anyone,
Public comments? Discussion?
is anyone here?
Is anyone here? I'm looking at anybody out there. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
3103, 3105 Third Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Moved by
Second.
Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Is there anyone from that address? Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
3213 Third Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Motion by, moved by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Valord. Public comments? Anyone here from that address? Public comments? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
2626 9th Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Motion,
Move.
Motion
motion
Parties
by,
have been properly served and notified, sorry.
Second.
motion by Councilman Valord, second by Councilman Fowler.
Here.
Is there anyone here from that? Okay. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
464 Alsace Drive, we're asking for that one to be removed. The owner has completed the demolition themselves on that one.
Motion by Councilman
Second.
Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
613 Broadway Avenue, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Anyone here from that address? Okay. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Madam President.
Yes, sir.
613 Broadway Avenue, the people next door has sent all of us pictures and letters complaining, and I just thank God that we are taking action on this evening.
I agree with you,
Okay. Yeah.
that she have.
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Franklin, if you watch.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1013 Cheney Street, we are asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Move. Second.
Moved by Councilman Valord, second by Councilman Fowler. Anyone here from that address? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2939 Cypress Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor?
Anyone here from that address?
No. Motion carried.
1028 Dallas Avenue, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Is there anyone here from that address? No public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
5006 Eddie Williams Avenue, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Johnson. Is there anybody here from that address? Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1316 Holly Street, we are asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Valord. Is there anyone here for that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2030 Houston Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Ballard. Is there anybody here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2741, 2743 Houston Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Ballard. Is there anyone here for that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2715 Jeanette Street, we are asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Ballard. Is there anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
3903 Lee Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Anyone here from that address? Would you like to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, my name is Joe Johansson.
Get up here to the podium so they can see you.
That's our parliamentarian right there. Good afternoon, my name is Joseph Heinsohn. I'm asking for a 30-day extension on this demo. I've done it myself, it's been completed, but I still have a few more trash dumps that I need to make.
You need 30 days.
It won't take 30 days, but...
We'll give you 30 days.
Okay. I've completed it myself, though, 100%. I just got some more trash dumps that I need to make.
Okay, we'll give you 30 days.
Sir,
Name?
Joseph Heinsohn.
So move for 30 days.
Okay. Thank you.
He does have a permit, it doesn't expire until April 4th. He is in progress, it just hasn't been completed, so that's why we asked for the condemnation on it.
Everybody do that.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
All in favor? 30 days.
You get a motion? We got a motion by
Motion,
Mr. Fowler, need a second.
Second. Second by Councilman Johnson.
Discussion.
Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1424 Madison Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Motion by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Ballard. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
2809 Main Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1947 Mason Street, we are asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Moved by Councilman Fowler.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
2013 Mason Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Moved by Councilman Fowler.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
All right.
Motion carried.
1817 Overton, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second. Second by Councilman Fowler. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
1801 Princeton, we're asking for condemnation.
No, had it been said?
No.
Yep.
They didn't require an absentee attorney.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by
Second.
Councilman Ballard. Anybody here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
1210 Turner Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
504 University, we're asking for condemnation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Motion by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Valord. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
214 Wheelock Street, we're asking for that address to be removed. The owner has applied for the demo permit, and it has been completely cleaned up.
Move to remove. Second.
Any comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
412 Woodard Street, we're asking for condemnation.
Motion by Councilman Fowler,
Parties have been properly served and notified. I'm sorry.
second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Valord. Anyone here from that address? Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Motion carried.
Council President, may I make a correction on one of them, and I apologize for not bringing it up at the time. 1505 Second Street, we met with an attorney for the owners, and we let him know that I mistakenly told him it would come up at the May public hearing. That's likely why there's no one here for it, so we request administratively a 60-day continuance to honor that.
Which number it is?
The second one on there, 1505 Second Street.
Second Street.
I apologize for that.
Do we need to make a motion? Yeah.
Yes.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord to bring the motion back.
60 days.
Mhm.
So moved.
Okay. All in, public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Madam
Thank you.
President, did we skip one? Did we skip 2030 Houston Street?
No,
We did that one? Okay,
following the Lord.
great, thank you.
Y'all ready?
We need a motion and a second to,
Woodard
A
Street was the
motion.
last one.
Okay. Need a motion to close the public hearing. A second.
Second.
All y'all
Everybody wants to second that one.
Motion by Councilman
Third,
Fowler,
fourth,
second by Councilman Valord. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing is closed, meeting is adjourned.